Hey ladies, all right, I had a quick thought. So, follow me with this. When we all started with Younique, chances are the majority of us created our Facebook VIP group page. This is our personal customer base page that we are consistently posting on. You went on your Facebook, created the group, and then you had to add all your friends. And so you click all the way down your friend list. Every, female that you're friends with on Facebook or whoever you chose to add at the time. You then did your launch party and you introduced Younique to all of these people. You introduced yourself, what this group was all about, what you're doing, and you started sharing about Younique. So those customers have seen you from the beginning and are following you. So fast forward some time, you need to think about, have you ever been really proactive about consistently adding people to your group? Just like we tell y'all to be consistent with your posts, you should be consistently adding new people. From the time you started your group page to now, I guarantee you've gained new Facebook friends. As you have had parties hosted, by hostesses for you, you have gained a customer base that was not yours, but now they are because they've ordered from you. You have all their information. You probably formed relationships with them because you helped them purchase the makeup. And did you friend request them after you formed this relationship? If you did you then add them to your group? We need to be expanding our customer base in our personal group some way, somehow. And everyone has their own method to this. I have a particular way that I decide who I'm going to add to my group, how I'm going to add them, and when I'm going to add them. So, let me stop there and say this. At this point, if you've been in the business however long, any time other than when you first started your VIP group, I do not suggest just going in your friend list and clicking on every girl that shows up that's not in your group. Because you're not doing a launch party. You already did your launch party. You're rolling. You are posting as though people know what your group is all about. If you just start cold call, clicking names and adding people to your group, people don't really love that. And even if they were a little intrigued and were like, well, what is this group? And they go in, it doesn't make as much sense to them what the group's about because they weren't there for your launch party. So I suggest you already having needed to have a relationship with these people. And when they enter their group, they're like, oh yeah, I had purchased makeup from this party from her, and this is her group. It needs to be familiar to these people somehow, some way. Or if you have somebody that you think would really be interested in the makeup, I suggest sending them a private message and saying, hey, I thought about you the other day. I saw you in my customer list. Or I'm sorry, no, this is somebody who has not purchased. But I thought about you, or I saw a post that you put on Facebook. I thought maybe you'd be interested in being a member of my group or whatever it may be. But send them some sort of message to let them know you're adding them, because then they're less likely to leave and they're more likely to say, oh, I remember Olivia sent me a message about this. Let me go in the group. I'm going to look around. And anyway, I could go on and on about tactics and methods and timing of adding people. And if y'all have questions, feel free to private message me or comment below. But my whole point is that you should be adding people regularly. If you're posting regularly, same goes for adding people. Don't let your group stay stagnant. Your business will stay stagnant. If you are only exposing yourself and your posts and your VIP group to the same 200 people for a year, and you're wondering why you're not going anywhere, that is at least one of the reasons. Also, chances are that if you started with 200, making that number up completely, but if you started with 200 and you have never added since, you're probably down to 100 at this point, 120-ish. People leave groups, and it just happens. But that's why it's so important to continuously add people, because we are going to lose people here and there. So you want to try to keep your number up and not let it go down. So I want everyone to go into your groups, look at your member list, look at your friend list, compare the two. Who's in your group, who's not in your group, who's a friend, who's not in your group, who can you friend, who is a customer from another party that you had a hostess for that you're not friends with, who might want to reorder. Take a look at your customer base. Work on expanding it. Let me know if you have any questions. I can help you with that. But I hope that everyone expands. It's the only way that you will go up from here. So thanks, ladies.